gods still mingled with mortals, Thetis, a sea nymph, wed the mortal king Peleus. From their union came Achilles, born of wave and flesh, destined for glory and ruin alike. At his birth, prophets foretold two paths: a long, quiet life without fame, or a short life crowned in eternal glory. Achilles would one day choose the latter, sealing his name forever in the songs of men. To protect him, Thetis dipped her infant son into the River Styx. Its waters made him invulnerable, all but the heel by which she held him. The mark of a mother's love would become the mark of his death. When war loomed, Thetis hid Achilles on the island of Scyros, disguised as a girl among the daughters of King Lycomedes. But fate cannot be fooled. Odysseus soon uncovered the ruse with the sound of a war trumpet. The Greeks gathered at Aulis to sail for Troy. Achilles, barely a man, joined them, his armor shining brighter than the dawn, his legend already in motion. The fleet was stalled by angry winds. The oracle Calchas declared that only by sacrificing Agamemnon's daughter could the gods grant passage. Achilles learned early that glory demanded blood, even from the innocent. When Achilles set foot on Trojan shores, the war truly began. He struck first blood, slaying the prince Sickness, and the gods watched as fate's wheel began to turn. Among the conquered was Briseis, a captive maiden given to Achilles. Yet she became more than a prize. She stirred the last remnants of mercy within him, and would soon become the cause of his greatest rage. When Agamemnon seized Briseis from him, Achilles withdrew from battle in burning silence. The greatest warrior of Greece refused to fight, and the war faltered without its flame. Deprived of their champion, the Greeks fell before the Trojans. Even the mighty Ajax and Diomedes could not hold back Hector, prince of Troy. Achilles watched, his honor intact, his comrades dying. Only Patroclus could reach him. Donning Achilles' armor, he led the Myrmidons into battle to save the Greeks. His courage rekindled hope, but sealed his fate. Hector struck down Patroclus, mistaking him for Achilles. When news reached the hero's tent, his scream carried across the sea. Grief burned into wrath, and wrath into destiny. Achilles returned to war, blazing like a god of vengeance. The river Scamander overflowed with the dead as he carved through Troy's ranks, unstoppable, unmerciful, unbound. Before Troy's walls, the two greatest warriors met. Hector stood his ground, knowing he would die. Achilles struck him down and dragged his body behind his chariot. Vengeance made flesh, pity turned to ash. In the dead of night, aged King Priam came to Achilles' tent begging for his son's body. The sight of the broken father melted the hero's rage. Achilles wept, for Hector, for Patroclus, for himself. Achilles' wrath had broken Troy's heart, but not yet its walls. The Greeks turned to cunning instead. Odysseus' wooden horse would do what Achilles' spear could not. As he led a final assault, Paris, guided by Apollo, loosed an arrow. It found the one mortal spot his mother's hand had left untouched, his heel. The mightiest of warriors fell to the smallest of wounds. They built a towering pyre by the sea. His ashes were mingled with those of Patroclus, so that even in death the two brothers in arms would not be parted. Achilles' life was brief, brutal, and beautiful. He chose the glory of memory over the comfort of years, and so his name endures, not as a man, but as a legend that refuses to die.